Good evening, friends. We are live once again, and today we are going to discuss about the tomorrow's final match between India and New Zealand in the World T20 Cup that's going to be held at Ahmedabad. And schedule of from 7th February to March 8th. Everyone was waiting what will be the outcome and who are the two teams that will be entering into the final. And fortunately for India, we did very well on the 5th March, where we defeated England in a very nail-biting finish, where we defeated England by 7 runs. And more importantly, the return of form of Sanju Samson in the semi-final match with a good score of 89 is a welcome sign. And now the appointed day has come, and all the teams, both the teams have reached already Ahmedabad by their respective chartered flights. And in the morning, they had practice today, both the teams in separate trips. And Narendra Singh Modi Stadium has got a very big capacity and all guns blazed. And we have got a lot of viewership all over the world for this World Cup match. And we've got TV sponsors. And I'm sure this is going to be one of the best matches. Now let us just recollect what has happened in semi-final. In the first semi-final on 4th March, New Zealand comprehensively defeated South Africa. The margin was very high. They have scored 170 odd runs in only 13 overs with a very nice performance. And that was a one-sided affair. Please mind you, South Africans were one of the best favorites for the current tournament. And their form was excellent, and they have won before the semi-final. They won all the matches and even defeated important teams. But unfortunately, they have choked in the last appointed match. That generally happens with the South African team. But nothing can be taken away from their team, from their talent that the South African possess. And as far as New Zealand is concerned, under the captaincy of Slanter, we have good players like Mitchell and Rachin Ravindra and many other players. And I think the combination of the players will be known shortly before the match, were the 11 players. As far as India is concerned, I'm sure there is a lot of discussion and contention about Abhishek Sharma. But I think Abhishek Sharma, still I feel, is a trump card. Maybe his form is a lot to be desired, but what I feel, Abhishek Sharma can do, he can perform well. Apart from Sanju Samson and your Kishan, even other players, I think he's a trump card for India. But unfortunately, his form is a lot to be desired. Sometimes on the appointed day and at the right time, the players click. So I, for one, feel if Abhishek Sharma is included in the final 11, I think it's going to do a lot of good for India. That is the matter of the selections, the team selection committee, whatever they have decided. But the pitch is going to be very placid. And I cannot comment on that, but as far as the information we have collected, I think both the teams will have equal opportunities, and the strategies, the player combination, and there is a news we are listening that Kuldeep Yadav might replace Varun Chakravarti. That doesn't make any difference, but even Varun Chakravarti is also a tough trump card. And I, for one, feel Mohammad Siraj, even I have commented about this in the last match also, will be the trump card along with the bowling power will be strengthened if Mohammad Siraj is included. He will be the right ally with Jasprit Bumrah, and Bumrah, did excellent in the last match, and particularly in the 16th and 18th over. He curtailed, and no other player is as talented as Bumrah, particularly as Yorkers are concerned. And I think Mohammad Siraj also, along with Akshardeep, is a good player. I think he will deliver the goods. So I, for one, feel if a chance is given to Mohammad Siraj, there must be some changes, in the final. Let us not think always that we'll go with the same 11, playing 11 for all the matches. A little bit of changes is required, particularly when we are going to the final match. And no doubt, New Zealand are not a pushover. And Michael Santner is a very strategic person. And most of New Zealand people, whenever there is an ICC competition, they do very well, they perform very well, and they don't leave you until the last ball. I think so. Therefore, New Zealand is not a pushover team. Definitely, they will fight it out. So it depends on India how we make our strategies, what are the plans, and how much confidence you have. And just like we have depicted in the last match, that is within India, with England, they've blasted with all guns, bowling in the bowling department, in the batting department particularly, as well as in the fielding also. The same thing. Catches need to be taken, maybe simple catch or a difficult catch. That needs to be continued because it is not going to be a second final. Final is final only. Therefore, the performance that you represent on that particular day will give you the results. And I, for one, feel India is very strong, and they have all rejuvenated their resources. And I am very confident about Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, then Tilak Verma, as well as Rishikesh Pandya, and even Kiran Dubey, as well as Jasprit Bumrah, and they're all doing very well. So I think the players need to be very confident. They need to relax. But only one thing is that never lose the element of confidence in you, and never feel that you are inferior to any other team. So if you have a confidence, if you are self-motivated, just like in all the matches, except the South African match where we lost, India was very confident that ultimately maybe it is a match with associate member team, whatever it is. But when the appointed day of the semi-final came, India blasted all its guns, and the same I hope that they will deliver on the match that is on 8th. And one thing is that the trump card for India will be once again Jasprit Bumrah in bowling section. If Kuldeep Yadav is included, then he will be the second person. As far as batting is concerned, definitely Sanju Samson, all are hoping, all are having eyes on him, as well as Ishan Kishan and Your Tirkaraj Verma is also doing very well. Rishi Pandya is doing well. And Dubey also is doing very well. And the form of Surya Kumar Yadav is a little bit doubtful, but I hope definitely he will get self-motivated because it is a final match. And definitely Team India is going to perform very well. And it doesn't matter that Ahmedabad, we have lost so many matches. Those things never will come into play. If you are confident, if you have got courage, definitely you are going to win this match. Everything depends on how you perform on that day, how you unite yourself, cooperate the same way you did in the match against England. And you need to be more confident than what you did on the semi-final. And ultimately, India is going to lift this cup. And no doubt, once we do it, it will be the second time because the first, in the last T20 match, it was Rohit Sharma who lifted it. And I hope the name of Surya Kumar Yadav also will be written in the ICC books after we win tomorrow's match. And crowd as much, the crowds will definitely support the Indian team. And we are all eager and waiting for the match to see how India is going to perform tomorrow. And I hope all of us will have a very enjoyable time tomorrow. And let us all be glued to the TVs. And the match starts at 7 and with all the functions and everything. So I think the telecast will start by 5:30. And I wish that definitely we'll be performing in the expected lines in tomorrow's match. And please like and comment, and please share this live telecast, and please subscribe to my channel so that I can come out with better information and better lives in future. Thank you. Best wishes. May India win with all success in tomorrow's final match. Jai Hind.